SPRO. SAP reference IMG. Then cross application components. SAP business partner. Business partner. Business partner. Then basic settings. Basic settings. BP roles. Define BP role. Define BP role. Select BUP001 contact person. Click on F6, copy as. Copy as. Start with Z or Y. ZUP. Suppose this particular client is having something called a central contact. I'm creating that. Don't change the category, business role category. Continue. Continue means this tick mark or enter button. Save. Save. Enter. This is a transport request central contact. Now we have created a new BP role called central contact. Then go to number ranges and grouping. Number ranges and grouping. define number ranges. Define number ranges. Change intervals.
Light color button.
Change interval. Can you all mute from the other end? Kudrat. Yeah, thanks. I think Neti. Yeah. Go to change intervals. So there are three icons here: display, status, and change. Go to change intervals. In the change intervals, it's a little tricky where you have to check the available number series. That means all numbers over here will not be available for your business. So what you have to do, you cannot use all these numbers. You can see this 1299, 1000 to 19, all these things have been used. So that means again that 0002 2000, even 4 to 499 is also used, 5 to 599 is also used. 2 to 299. 5 to 599 is also there. So we have to search for the appropriate possibility. So click on intervals and then give an envo number, should be unique. Give a from number, so give a to number. So because still 599 it was there. Next time when you give, you can give it from 7000 to 799. So 56 is the number and from number to to number. Both we have created. So then, so here I will give it as ext, external. That means the number entry should be by the user. Click on save. Back. Define grouping and assign number ranges. So now we have to create a new group. Select this, new entries, give 0056 as a grouping number, short name, external number range for central contact. The number range what we have just created. What is that? 56. Now we have created a grouping and assigned a number range. Click on save. Continue. So we will see one how they are being used again. So go to field grouping. Field grouping. Configure field attributes for BP role. New entries. Add the same BP role which we have created. Central contact. Enter. Save. Enter. Back. Now again open configure field attributes for BP role. Newly added BP role ZUP019. Click on field grouping. So right now let me just show you where this bank details is all about. Click on person. Click on person. Select ZUP019. Central contact. Create. Payment transaction. You can see this. Take this screenshot. Payment just like this. Just to take a block like this. Bank details, payment transaction. This bank details is nothing but it's called a data set. Data set is nothing but collection of field groups. These are all called field groups. That means field group is a combination of country, bank key, bank account. Back. Go back to SPRO again. Select bank detail and click on detail view. There are four options: hide, required entry, optional entry, or display. Hide, required entry, optional entry, or display. For example, select hide radio button. Click on save. Click on save. Go to SAP Easy Access /NBP /NBP. Select person. Newly created. Select the newly created BP role. Central contact. And select the newly created number range 0056. External number range for central contact 0056. Go to payment transaction. Find that bank details data set has been hidden. Find that bank details data set has been hidden. Yeah, Nidhi, you're saying something. Can you type? Your voice is not clear. Can you type on GoToMeeting? Yes. Now, again, IBAN numbers are given by the the master data right now. See the accuracy of no Indian banks. Again, we have to add those field exits. That's not an issue. Adding a field is always a possibility. If you think that here it is not possible, then they use this long text. Yes, it is only a field edition, right? So that means these particular screenshots which we are having here, again this is called a table control. So you have to go for a Z transaction instead of, now it is called NBP, right? With that inclusion, we'll make it as a new one called ZBP, and in that's for the Indian, maybe ZIVP, that is India business partner. So that can be done by our ABAPers. That's with table controls. If you want a permanent change, if you want a cosmetic process, then we'll go for an exit. This exit will give us that extra fields like which are required over this. That will go to the database. But on the screen, there is not a permanent change. Without a standard code change, we can adapt that. And SAP has provided a note for that. So for the Indian customer, so we have to apply that. Even coding is not required for that. Okay. So payment transactions, under that bank details have been hidden. So now I've taken our newly created grouping, newly created BP role and a business partner ID. Click on save. So what it says, grouping Encon has external number range. If you remember, I have selected EXT there. So I will give some number now. See how it responds. Only enter between 6000 to 699. So what I can do, six thousand is already internally acquired. It reserves some of the numbers. Yeah, I'm taking 6034. Save. Yeah, you can see the business partner 6034 has been created. External means that's our user's choice. Now again we are going back to SP Arbo. We are done with the basic field, still field grouping. Then go to address determination. Address determination. Take these three steps: define transactions, define address types, and assign transaction to address type. define transactions, done. When you're done, you can leave a message here, all of you here. So define transaction. Click on define transaction. So here, this one is nothing but, again I'm opening the, see I'm always going to show you two screens, one easy access, one SPRO, one easy access, one SPRO. It will affect the address overview screen here. You can see some folders. There are some folders here. We can add a new folder. That means to accommodate some new address base. So here send order is there, receive goods, receive bill, and I want a second bill to be sent, or maybe invoice address. So I will select this receive bill, select, then click on copy as, Z, I want a duplicate bill to be received at this address, copy. So just creating, when we are doing this address determination for this, only transaction is not enough. You have to also create address type and you have to assign both of them. Define address type. Same here also, you have to click and copy as. Continue. Save. Then assign each other. Assign transaction to address type. So again go to here new entries, because it's only assigning, you don't need to create here. Go to a transaction, select newly created transaction and address type. Click on save. Continue. So now this one will affect the front end. It will show a new folder in that list. Now go to forms of address. Forms of address. Maintain forms of address. Maintain forms of address. You can see here, suppose Mr. address is there or Miss address is there, the title. So Miss is always a person, Mr. is always a person. It should not work in organization or group, because there are three types of business partners here, right? Person, categories, group, organization, person. For that, in the back end, we have to set up these things. Company, org, you can see it only belongs to org. Here Messrs, it only belongs to org. Baby to a person. So most of the titles have been given. So anytime, because when you go to a new implementation, any new changes have to be done, so you can always come down and do it here. And do remember, this belongs to something called Business Address Services, BAS. Capital B, capital A, capital S. Then data origin, maintain data origin type. So you can see this: legacy data, rented data, third party data. So suppose if I have something called partner data, I will add now. Click on copy as Z, partner data, continue, save. Then these things are all normal things. Then this is important. Go to status management, define status profile, select ZBUS stat, which is a business partner status profile. Double click. See these numbers, it is 17, 18, 19, 20. So you have to give a unique number here. For example, I would be giving this something. So in the status numbers, you have to, because it starts with 10, so you can only give those numbers which are available, unique. So let me give 21. 21. And this 21, I'll take the starting status, lowest number can be 10 with the general customer, max to 21. Position 1 means all will be in the standard top position. Click on save, continue. back. So you can see this. Now the 21 position is decision maker, right? So we just come here. Back. Now go to SAP Easy Access. Refresh /NBP /NBP business partner, create a person, select new, yeah, create, go to grouping 056, give some title, some, go to address overview, find this receive duplicate bill address, click on create icon here. There is icon called create icon here, this one. So the invoice address, they want it in a different, so now we have accommodated a new folder, okay, which is talking about. So then go to identification, and we did not change the marital status, so just make it as, go to control, we have added data origin, so take this one as partner data, ZPDT. Payment transactions, we have already removed that. Then get into status. Assign status profile. Business partner status profile. So select the newly created status and give a number, because this is external number, you have to give it. If it is internal, you don't need to, system will Click on save. So now, so we are done with the basic settings part of BP. The next one, you have to go to person. I want you guys to try this. You can see these persons, organizations, groups, something like name components. Suppose maintain academic title. This maintain academic title is nothing but, if you go to, let me go for a change. This is the change button. Go to address. So you will not find academic title here. What you have to do is click on plus mark. Here you can see this academic title. So if you want to change an academic title, come back. This is very rarely changed, but yes, you should know how maintain academic title. If you change this, that will automatically affect. SAP project reference object ng. Class applications, business partner, business partner. Suppose if we go to organizations, maintain legal forms. So there is limited for India, incorporation for US, AG for Germany. So there is something called LLC for US, which we can add, limited liability company. So like that, according to this legal formats, these are nothing but, when you go to /NBP, go to organization, go to organization, and here go to identification, legal form. So if you change there, it will affect here. So finish these things, do these exercises. So we'll catch up tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have this topic called transactions, how the transactions work, right? So catch you tomorrow.